In a small village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests lived two sisters, Elara and Amara. Their father, a stern, unyielding man named Thorn, had never showered them with affection or warmth. He had always wished for sons to carry on the family legacy of renowned hunters, a dream shattered by the birth of his two daughters. From a young age, Elara and Amara learned to rely on each other for support and love. Elara, the elder sister, was courageous and confident. She often acted as a shield for Amara, who was gentle and kind, with a deep connection to nature. Together, they formed an unbreakable bond, stronger than any hardship thrown their way. Thorn spent most of his time in the forest, honing his hunting skills and dreaming of the day he would teach his son to follow in his footsteps. He neglected the sisters, making them feel more like burdens than children. When the girls reached adolescence, their father grew even more distant, spending weeks away from home. One winter, a terrible blizzard struck the village. Thorn was out in the forest and did not return for several days. The sisters huddled together in their small cottage, facing the fury of the storm with only each other for comfort. When their father finally returned, he was injured and weary. Yet, rather than being grateful for his daughter's survival, he scolded them for not having prepared adequately for the storm. That night, Elara made a decision. She and Amara would no longer live under the shadow of their father's rejection. They would forge their own path. At dawn, they gathered their belongings and left the village. The journey was arduous, but Elara's determination and Amara's empathy guided them. They discovered a hidden valley, lush and vibrant, untouched by man. It was a place where they could be free, where Amara's gift for nurturing nature thrived. They built a life together, creating a flourishing sanctuary that welcomed lost and weary souls. Stories of their haven spread, turning the valley into a beacon of hope. Years later, Thorn, now old and frail, heard the tales of the valley and the kind women who ruled it. Curiosity and regret gnawed at him, prompting him to journey to the land his daughters had created. As he approached the valley, he was overwhelmed by its beauty and the warmth emanating from its people. When he finally stood before his daughters, he saw not the girls he had left behind, but strong, wise women. With tears in his eyes, Thorn asked for forgiveness. Elara and Amara, bound by their own integrity and compassion, took a moment before responding. They acknowledged his regret, but did not forget their past pain. Instead of resentment, they chose a path of understanding and reconciliation, offering their father a place in their lives, though not in the same capacity as before. In the end, the valley flourished not just because of its beauty, but because of the strength and grace of the sisters who turned rejection into a foundation for their own legacy.